The top student rarely becomes the boss. The loudest voice in the room isn't always the wisest. And the one who works hardest is often working for someone who simply knew the right people. This isn't a complaint. It's an observation, one that took me years to fully understand. When I was younger, I used to believe that school was everything. I was told, like most of us were, study hard, get good grades, and life will reward you. And so I did. I followed the rules. I turned in every assignment. I memorized facts. I respected authority. And for a time, it seemed to work. Praise, awards, scholarships, a sense of purpose. But then, I stepped into the real world, and something shifted. In the workplace, I met people who hadn't excelled in school. Some of them had barely made it through, but they were thriving. They were confident, connected, in control. While I, with my degrees and discipline, was working for them. At first, it was confusing, then frustrating, and finally, enlightening. Because I started to see the hidden curriculum, the part no one teaches in school. You see, in school, we're rewarded for knowing. In life, we're rewarded for relating. School teaches us to give the right answers. Life asks us to ask the right questions. In classrooms, silence is golden. In boardrooms, silence is forgotten. What makes you a great student often makes you invisible in the marketplace. There's a quiet irony in that. You can master every textbook but still miss the real test, the test of connection. I once knew a man named Min. He wasn't the brightest in class. He rarely took notes, often daydreamed. But at every break, every lunch, every after-school hour, he talked. Not just small talk. He listened. He remembered. He connected. He made you feel seen. He knew who liked what, who struggled with what, who needed help and who could offer it. Years later, Min runs a company. He doesn't write the code, but he hires those who do. He doesn't understand every detail, but he surrounds himself with people who do. He isn't the smartest in the room, but the room listens to him. Because Min learned something many of us didn't. People don't follow intelligence. They follow trust, familiarity, warmth, vision. It's not that being smart isn't valuable. Of course it is. But we confuse intelligence with success. We assume that merit always rises. But merit, without visibility, without voice, without relationships, remains in the shadows. A river doesn't flow just because it knows how. It flows because it's connected to gravity, pulled forward by something beyond itself. Likewise, talent needs a current to move, and that current is often made of people. As Dale Carnegie once said, you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get people interested in you. School rarely teaches that. No exam tests for emotional intelligence. No report card measures your ability to inspire trust. But in life, these are the things that open doors. So what do we do with this truth? Do we abandon learning? Do we stop striving to be excellent? No. We expand the definition of excellence. We remember that brilliance shines brighter when it's reflected in others. That understanding people is just as noble as understanding books. That your network is not a cheat code, it's a different curriculum. We learn to speak up, not to impress, but to connect. We learn to listen, not to respond, but to understand. And we build relationships not as a strategy, but as a way of being. So what do we do with this truth? Do we abandon learning? Do we stop striving to be excellent? No. We expand the definition of excellence. We remember that brilliance shines brighter when it's reflected in others. That understanding people is just as noble as understanding books. At Your Network is not a cheat code, it's a different curriculum. We learn to speak up, not to impress, but to connect. We learn to listen, not to respond, but to understand. And we build relationships not as a strategy, but as a way of being. Study hard, yes, but not just to know. Study hard to serve, to create, to contribute. And also, nurture your relationships. Speak kindly. Remember names. Be someone others trust, admire, and want to help. Because in the end, yes, people with good grades often work for people with good networks. Not because life is unfair, but because life is relational. So if you ever feel unseen, despite your efforts, remember, your knowledge is the seed, but connection is the sunlight. And the world doesn't just reward the most educated, it rewards the most engaged. Now I leave you with a question. Who in your life truly sees you? And who do you truly see? Success is not just what you know. It's who knows what you know and believes in you. If this spoke to you, consider subscribing. Not for algorithms, but for deeper conversations like this one.